something to share to the holiday party that will be a crowd pleaser. Food blogger Sally Humanick is here in this sponsored segment with Cache Valley to show us how to make a Christmas tree-shaped charcuterie spread. Sally, I love this idea.
Thank you. You know, now is the time for all the holiday parties, and there's always going to be a charcuterie board. Seems to be the trend that won't go away, which is great because we love it.
Oh, we're happy about it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so, isn't this one cute?
It is a work of art. But you say anybody can put this together, and it doesn't take all that much time.
No, it doesn't. It's so easy, and you can be as creative as you want. You know, you go into the store and whatever you want to make into something for the tree is great, but just make sure, because it's a cheese board, get the Cache Valley Creamery cheese because it really does make a difference.
Well, you want it to taste as good as it looks, and we know that if it's Cache Valley, oh, we're golden, we're solid.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we get started, and what did you choose?
Okay, so I have Cache Valley's Colby Monterey Jack, just because it's pretty and you know, colorful. Their pepper jack cheese is one of their most popular, if you want to say not regular cheeses, and it's really, it's just so fresh and so great.
Something a little special.
Yeah. And then their Swiss cheese.
Yum.
What I like is, you know, just the fact that it's made with real cheese, or excuse me, real milk, and really fresh ingredients. You can tell when you taste it. So
it's taking all my willpower not to have a little nibble right now.
Yeah, I had to keep adding more when I was making it, but I pre-made part of the tree.
So cute.
With, you know, you with my rosemary sprigs, you can, and celery stalk for the trunk, you can use pretzels put together. You can really, you know, get creative that way. And then so I've kind of, you know, added some of the...
You've got the outline for us.
Exactly. Okay. And so what I do here is
I love the rosemary, though. That's what really makes it look like a Christmas tree.
Well, and what I love about this, so you put, you know, I'm putting this one on the bottom here. The Colby Monterey Jack is such a pretty color, but when you put it on top of the rosemary sprigs, the cheese kind of, you know, takes on some of that flavor too, which is kind of fun when you know, eat it with your crackers.
Yeah, it's the holiday flavoring.
Right.
I like it.
Right? Isn't rosemary just all about the Christmas idea?
It is.
Christmas smell. And then we've got all
the layers separated by the different grapes.
Yes.
And again, you say get creative.
Yes, you don't have, you could do meats in the middle. You could, you know, you can do whatever you like.
Fruits, nuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, nuts. More cheese.
I can never have too much cheese, so let's load it up.
Exactly.
Let's use every little square over here.
Yeah, and then the Swiss cheese up here on the top. I love their Swiss, how it's just super silky and tasteful. The pepper jack, I've had a few people who, you know, they don't like the spice, you know, the heat in most pepper jack cheeses. And this has a really good fresh. It does have a little heat, which you want, but
I like that you did something for everybody, every taste.
Right.
And then you're topping it off with a star.
Yeah, so I used a star fruit for the star, but you can also, right here, persimmons are in season right now. Oh, these two are sticking together. But you could, they're a little easier to find. You could put those as your star, or just
decorating.
Add them. Yes,
decorating
exactly.
A tree.
Decorating a tree. I mean, how fun is this to have your kids help? My grandkids would love to make this.
Totally. And again, charcuterie boards having a moment.
Right.
So you bring this into the party and you're the favorite person.
Exactly. Well, and everybody can just, you know, pick on it all night long. And here we have some sliced kumquats.
I think bring extra, because this will be it's going quick.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are so pretty too.
You know, cranberries to add some color.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get really fancy here with some edible.
What are those?
These are edible glitter stars, and this just makes it.
Where do you even find those?
So I got these on Amazon, but you can find them at a lot of the bake, you know, supply stores and things like that.
It's beautiful. Sally, that was so easy and fun. You gave us a really good idea and base with which to then get creative. CacheValleyCreamery.com. You can follow along on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, you have your own blog, and that's why you know how to do this like such a pro. Good Dinner Mom.
GoodDinnerMom.com.
Oh, we love it. We'll follow you there as well. Let's dig in. Thank you to Cache Valley Creamery for this sponsored recipe. We will be right back.